What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. Hope everybody's doing well out there on this Sunday morning. I'm doing pretty good myself. Was just up burning a little midnight oil on the other side of midnight and come across a couple of videos actually. This one right here is funny. Y'all check this out. It's a damn shame. Wow, it's a damn shame when you can't go out, in the public and then return back to your home without going through a personal car wash by your family. Whew, man, they really put her ass through the ringer. Wow, they made sure any kind of virus or biological, chemical, anything on her was getting washed off. That was crazy. I've never seen anything like that. I don't know if that was meant to be a funny skit or not, but I know it was funny. But to get in, to a more serious situation here, I'm just saying the COVID-19, aka coronavirus, has got people doing a lot of crazy things, via that personal body wash there. As in this case right here, is a man 34 years old takes his own life after being unable to cope with coronavirus self-isolation. Yeah, it's people that can't even actually take, being on lockdown, in their own home, you know, with this was social distancing and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's crazy. To get into the story right here, it says here, a man who suffered from bipolar disorder has taken his own life after being unable to cope with self-isolation during the COVID-19 pandemic. His family have said Daniel Furness, 34, died last week after struggling with the lockdown at his home in Waterlooville, Hampshire. Okay, and apparently the guy killed himself. Wow. It says in the days before Mr. Furness' death, he posted on social media, "There is not enough guidance for people with mental health issues." Now I wonder why this dude killed himself. Now he all on social media, and he's got what you call this bipolar, problem. More than likely this dude might have had a drug problem. I don't know. It's just my own opinion. I'm not just putting that, saying it to be sure because I don't know, but maybe he couldn't get out to get his fix. Who knows, man? But to continue, it says Mr. Furness' sister, Chelsea, 28, is hoping his death will raise awareness of the issue facing those with mental health problems during self-isolation, she said. Dan had a long history of mental health issues, and one of the things he struggled with was being on his own. He lived on his own, but would go out every day. Dan had diabetes and was classed as a high-risk person. So after lockdown, he was unable to go out, which we think pushed him over the edge. We were concerned about him being in isolation and stayed in touch, but were not able to see him. We tried our best and let him know we were there for him. Too bad that wasn't enough. Wow. More could be done to help people who are struggling while self-isolating. Hopefully what's happened with Dan can raise awareness of these issues. I don't know about that, but in conclusion right here it says Mr. Furness was diagnosed with bipolar disorder as a teenager and had been unable to work because of his mental health condition, right? Like I said, man, this coronavirus, man, has really got people doing a lot of very bizarre things. I was on Facebook the other day. Well, actually, my wife was, and she found this video. And I said I wasn't going to post that video. It was too too graphic and disturbing. Okay, some white man, I don't know why he did it. Okay, but he took a swan dive off of a skyscraper, a big, tall skyscraper building, and I'm telling you, he he just free falled all the way down, and his body hit that pavement, and it sounded like a shotgun blast when his body impact, on the ground, the pavement, and he bounced probably about 6 to 10 feet up in the air when it hit the pavement, and that was just too graphic. But it's got a lot of people actually, basically, they're killing themselves, out of fear or whatever. Um, Homicide rate is going up, or suicide rate, and that's what it's basically boiling down to. Behind COVID-19, other than just people getting the virus and the virus is taking them out, is actually the fear of getting the virus. But I can tell you this, on this note here, you got motherfuckers like this right here. And shout out to Queen I Know Who I Am, the sister, for hipping me to this video right here. That actually, I'm saying this. If you see a motherfucker that's out here in public, near you, you know, uh, in your vicinity or whatever, doing shit like what you already see this motherfucker do, I think this, actually warrants uh, social correcting. Okay, let's check this out right quick. This is sickening. Let's hang on a second. I'm gonna put it on a big screen so y'all can see what he did. Now y'all seen that shit. Now this bastard right here is definitely in need of severe social correcting. I am serious. He's in need of social correcting big time, because this is a bastard right here, low life, nasty piece of shit that wants to infect everybody around him. He's actually committing an act of domestic terrorism. Okay, that's exactly what his actions was. See, the coronavirus has not only got people doing, funny things like was at the beginning of this video, or the young man committing suicide, which was bad in itself. But you got low life like this in the streets that wants to infect others simply because his nasty ass is probably crawling with not just the coronavirus. You see, no. Something needs to happen to him for doing that. And it was an Amazon delivery man caught on spitting on packages and vile video. You know what I mean? See, he should get he should get beaten for this shit. He needs to be doxxed and beaten and put in prison for doing this shit right here. But to get into this article right here, it says revolting video captured by a doorbell camera has caught an Amazon delivery man apparently spitting on a package on the customer's front porch and using his hand to smear his saliva. I received the box and saw a big wet spot, and when I checked the camera, the horrified resident Marcus Martinez wrote on Twitter. The disgusting incident amid the coronavirus pandemic occurred Thursday evening in the Hancock Park neighborhood of Los Angeles, according to TMZ. The footage shows the man, who is wearing a vest with the Amazon logo on the back, leaning over to spit on the package and then wiping it with his hand before apparently snapping a photo of his, dastardly delivery. Sources told TMZ that a friend of the resident contacted Amazon, whose customer service representatives gasped in horror while viewing the vile video. The rep later said the delivery man who worked for a third-party service has been reported. A neighbor also posted the nauseated tracking photo along with a strong message to Amazon. I like to believe this was an honest mistake. Please make sure your staff is educated and taking all the necessary precautions, the message says. No, that was not a mistake. That was intentional. We seen that shit. But to continue, an Amazon spokesperson told the Post in an email, this is clearly not a representative of drivers who deliver for Amazon and the care they take for customers around the world every day. We are aggressively investigating to understand what may have occurred in this situation. I'm sure the video is enough proof of what has occurred. Man, these people are stupid. If it truly was a malicious act by the driver, we will be sure he is held accountable up through and including law enforcement actions. People who initially spread the coronavirus could be charged with terrorism, right? For the purpose, exposure and infection of others, according to a Justice Department memo. CNN reported. It was a malicious act. The video proves that. That was not a mistake. They already given this bastard an out for doing that shit right there. Sick. You see? And it's wrong on Amazon behalf to even be caping for this motherfucker. Or anybody else that would do something like this. This is just awful. And the way that shit going around, the way it's actually killing people. It's killing people. And he's doing that. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation right here. I'm interested in hearing y'all thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And people, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.